Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video, doing weekend forecast. Today's video going to have a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead across the British Isles, as always, on a Saturday. So we're starting really unsettled for today. Low pressure is bringing heavy rain across parts of England and Wales, and the temperatures have turned very cool as well. So we've gone to the first day of October, and it seems like we've flicked a switch and gone firmly into autumn. However, the coming week is not going to be unsettled. Actually, we're going to have a lot of high pressure around through the coming week, which is going to keep us largely dry and fine. It will turn quite warm around the middle part of the week, and then probably cooler again later on as winds go into the east. But the main story, rather than the temperatures, will be lots of dry weather coming up. I'll show you the detail in a second. Before I get on with that, just to say about the ads, there's links to articles on all the pages, have browse widgets, click through the links if there's any articles that you're interested in. You'll be helping us to pay for the website. Thanks very much for doing that. The websites we're using for weekend broadcast coming from theweatheroutlook.com and weathercentral.de. You can find a link to both websites on the links page. And just to say, this evening we'll have Terry Scully's month-ahead forecast for October. That'll be coming up this evening at the website. Right, this is the radar picture then from the Weather Outlook. Can we see got some showers across eastern parts of Scotland, but actually Scotland and Northern Ireland getting quite a lot of dry weather today. It's down across England and Wales that we've got the precipitation today. There's some bright colours there indicating some heavy bursts of rain. It is showery rain, but there are some heavy bursts in there, and it's all pushing northwards and eastwards across England and Wales, and that'll be what continues through the rest of this afternoon. Here today's toxic pressure chart from weathercentral.de, and we've got this trough of low pressure across England and Wales, bringing these unsettled conditions with a ridge building up to the north and west. So that keeps Scotland and Northern Ireland fairly dry through the course of this afternoon. There will be some showers even here, but the driest weather will be in the north and west. Down across England and Wales, we'll have showers or longer spells of rain, merging into longer spells of rain, certainly in places. There could be hail and thunder mixed in with these bursts of rain, and some really quite heavy bursts in places, maybe in torrential in a few spots. So if you're out and about on the roads this afternoon across England and Wales, expect surface water and spray, and the risk, certainly, of a little bit of local flooding. It's not going to be a case of rivers rising up and flooding, anything like that, but the roads could be awash in places. A little bit of flash flooding is certainly possible. Temperatures are a lot cooler than recently as well. We've got the persistent rain, which is just going to be at 12 or 13 degrees. Otherwise, ranging somewhere between around 12 and 16 Celsius. But it certainly feels much more like autumn for this first day of October. Overnight, that low pressure is going to be moving away to the east, allowing this ridge to build in from the north and west. So we're going to find showers dying back towards the east coast this evening, then clearing away overnight. Although we could keep a few showers close to the Lincolnshire and East Anglian coast right way through to the end of the night. The bulk of the country will turn dry tonight, though, with clear spells. Temperatures are going to really do a plunge. It's going to be a cold night. Temperatures widely going down to 4, 5, 6 degrees, so well into single figures. Some rural locations and up across Scotland and northern England and North Wales, we could see those temperatures going very close to freezing. So 1, 2, 3 degrees certainly will be cold enough for ground frost, and don't be surprised if there are some touches of air frost in the north and west as well, with temperatures getting very, very close to freezing in some places. Also, risk of mist and fog patches developing, and that's most likely in the north and west as well. But the compensating factor for Sunday is that this low pressure is moving away to the east, allowing a ridge to build in from the west. Now, we could keep quite a brisk northerly wind going down the east coast through the course of Sunday, and there could be some showers down the east coast as well, but many parts of the country will be dry. There could be mist and fog patches and that cold start, of course, to begin with, but sunshine will be there, and it's going to lift the temperatures up to average values. They'll be warmer than today, reaching around 13 to 17 Celsius, feeling quite pleasant in the sunny spells during Sunday afternoon. Will turn quite cold again on Sunday night, though. Again, there could be some touches of ground frost here and there with some mist and fog patches in places as well. Now, on Monday, high pressure is increasingly building to the east of the country. A wall of high pressure getting going through central and northern parts of Europe. Noticing it's centred over Scandinavia, with low pressure, quite a deep area of low pressure out to the west, trying to bring a weather front in towards Ireland. That front will stall. So Ireland is going to have quite a cloudy, wet day on Monday with a strong southerly wind. The rest of the country, though, will be dry under this big ridge of high pressure. So again, we could start off on quite a cold note on Monday morning, maybe with some mist and fog patches as well. That will all go, and then there'll be sunny spells coming through, temperatures rising to around 13 to 18 Celsius. High pressure dominates through into Tuesday. There's a weak weather front coming in from the west. That could bring some showery bursts of rain from Ireland down into the Irish Sea, in towards northwest England, North Wales, maybe southwest Scotland, this sort of northwestern part of the country. But many places will stay dry on Tuesday. Expect a general increase in cloud, so that will limit the temperature potential, but we are bringing the air in from the southeast again, so potentially it could be quite warm with temperatures at around 18 or 19 Celsius, but it is dependent on cloud. If we have quite a lot of cloud with this system coming in from west, albeit a very weak system, then temperatures will be closer to the mid-teens Celsius. A lot of dry weather, though, away from the northwest. Through into Wednesday, the high pressure over Scandinavia really takes control. Now, if this is winter, of course, these easterly winds, if you follow the isobars back, look where the air is coming from. The air originates somewhere across western, central, northern parts of Russia. So if this is winter, people who like cold and snowy conditions start to get excited when this happens. It's only early October, so it's not going to be cold. In fact, Wednesday could be quite a warm day, with temperatures reaching 20 degrees at 68 Fahrenheit. Expect quite a lot of cloud from that dying weather front across Scotland and northern England on Wednesday morning. I think that will mostly clear away on Wednesday afternoon to reveal those sunny spells, and probably more in way of sunshine on Wednesday compared to Tuesday, and that's the reason temperatures could max out in the southeast at around 20 degrees. But with that easterly southeasterly flow, it will feel cooler on the east coast. Thursday finds a high pressure really in over Scandinavia at 1,045 millibars. The winds are going into the east. That's beginning to drag cooler air from the east. It might only be October, but that easterly wind will start to feel cooler, and it'll also probably bring quite a lot of cloud as well. So I think on Thursday morning we could well have quite a chilly start again, maybe with some mist and fog patches. Central western areas would like to keep quite a bit of sunshine, but in the east I think we'll drag in increasing amounts of cloud on this easterly wind, maybe even one or two spots of drizzle as well, although the bulk of the country will stay dry with this very high pressure. Temperatures will be cooler, so in the southeast, probably looking at temperatures there around 16 or 17 degrees. In the north and west, probably seeing temperatures up to around 17 or 18 degrees in most sunny spells. But with the wind coming in from the east, it will start to feel cooler. By the time we go through into Friday, we're bringing quite a lot of cloud in from the east, I think. So I expect really quite a cloudy day, especially in central and east areas. But west gets the best chance of sunshine, but even here, there'll be quite a lot of cloud. This cloud might be thick enough down the east coast, particularly to produce some drizzle, maybe some mist patches as well. And temperatures with the cloud and that easterly wind going to be quite cool, really, ranging from around 10 to 15 Celsius. It'll feel chilly, especially so on the east coast. Finally, going through to next weekend, so a lot of uncertainty. The Saturday, we're keeping high pressure close to the country. Let's just have a quick look and see what it's showing for Sunday. So if I put the number in correctly, these are new charts I'm using. So for Sunday, it looks like we're going to start to see maybe pressure leaking away a bit. So a lot of dry weather on Saturday, but by Sunday, I reckon we have an increasing chance of showers breaking out, particularly down to the south and west. And temperatures, I would expect them to be, if anything, a little bit on the cooler side. Finally, have a look at the charts from the weather outlook. So lots of showers or longer spells of rain with risk of hail and thunder across England and Wales today. Scotland and Northern Ireland gets the driest, brightest weather. Loads of dry weather on Sunday, though temperatures will be quite cool. Keep it mostly dry into Monday. There will be some rain coming into west of Ireland, but don't really have to worry about that. Few showers in the northwest on Tuesday. With showers, longer spells of rain possible across Irish Sea coast, particularly. The bulk of the country, though, looks dry on Tuesday. Get through to Wednesday, lots of dry weather, temperatures probably coming up to somewhere around 20 degrees in the southeast. And then we go through to Thursday and Friday when we keep it dry, but we freshen up the easterly wind. This doesn't really show it, but I think that will drag in more cloud from the east, and those temperatures probably, if anything, turning a bit cool as well. But very dry conditions through to the end of the week. So in summary, we've got lots of showers, longer spells of rain with hail and thunder today, but once this wet weather is out of the way, it's essentially going to be dry for the coming week away from the far northwest, where there'll be a little bit of rain on Monday and particularly on Tuesday. But the bulk of the country having a dry week, and temperatures will get quite warm for a time in the southeast midweek before it turns cooler with freshening easterly winds and cloud at the end of the week. Later on today, Terry Scully will be coming along with his October month-end forecast, and tomorrow we've got the fourth winter 2016-2017 update, so come back for that. It's going to be quite interesting to see how the snow cover has developed in the past 2 weeks since we did the third update across Russia. We'll be having a look at that amongst other things, so come back for that tomorrow from 10 a.m. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.